That's right. Listen up. If you have been tracking Hurricane Matthew, we do have a shift in the path and it is now closer to South Florida. Let's take a look at what is going on right now, and then we'll take a look at that shift in the hurricane forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Rapid intensification overnight. It did become a Category 2 hurricane very quickly overnight. This is sooner than expected from the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. Winds right now at 100 miles per hour, moving west at 14 miles per hour. Expected to be a Category 3, a major hurricane. Winds over 115 miles per hour by the next 24 hours, continuing as a Category 3 hurricane into this weekend and early next week. It is going to approach Jamaica as a Category 3 hurricane with 120 mile per hour winds. You see, this is Sunday night, early Monday morning. Heading into early next week, we're looking at it approaching Cuba as a Category 2 hurricane. That interaction with Cuba and the land is going to weaken it a little bit, and it's going to continue to move north as a Category 2 hurricane toward the Bahamas. But you see it here. Previously, this cone was farther off the coast, and now it is grazing the east coast, the very edge of South Florida. This is several days out. The National Hurricane Center says in their releases that this forecast cone has a higher percentage of error past 3 days. So of course, as we're getting into Tuesday night and early Wednesday, that is several days out. So this forecast is going to continue to evolve, and this is something we're going to have to continue to keep an eye on. We are taking a look at our local area right now. A quiet morning with the exception of this storm off the coast. You're probably seeing some lightning in Palm Beach Gardens, but that's well off the coast. Nothing going on shore right now. Storm chances go up for the later part of the day, though. Your hour by hour forecast shows lower 80s by 9 a.m. We're starting out in the mid and upper 70s, a little bit cooler inland, but we're going to heat up quickly. It's going to feel like the 90s by 10 a.m. and feeling like the upper 80s by lunchtime. We should stay mostly dry through about lunchtime. Maybe a few showers by 1 o'clock. Most of the storm activity, though, going to hold off until after 2 o'clock. Highs today are going to be in the upper 80s. Once again, though, we could have a couple strong storms. Let's time that out for you on Vipercast. So you see it here, staying dry through our morning hours. Here's your lunch hour, 12 o'clock. Still not a whole lot going on. However, as we head into the afternoon, we start to see those pockets of rain bubbling up, and then a couple strong storms around by your commute home. Today, maybe not as widespread as yesterday or the day before, but nonetheless, storms still in the forecast. If you're doing some boating, we are going to have those afternoon storms around, so you'll want to take that into account. Highs today in the upper 80s, but it's going to feel more like the mid 90s. We have a hot and humid day ahead. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, this is going to continue upper 80s, but the good news is as we head into the weekend, the rain chances do begin to go down each day. Scattered storms Saturday afternoon, and then on and off rain Sunday. Heading into Monday, still kind of our typical summertime pattern. Matthew should still be well south of us, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and even possibly into Thursday is largely going to depend, the forecast here, on exactly where Matthew tracks and how strong of a storm that is.